Hello students, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is combustion and flame. What do you mean by combustion? It's a chemical process in which a substance reacts with oxygen to give off heat, sometimes light, either as a flame or as a glow also given off during combustion. So let us start the topic. What are the learning objectives of this chapter? In this chapter, students will be able to define combustion, define ignition temperature, define calorific value, explain different types of combustion, list out the conditions needed for combustion, know the processes to control fire, define and explain flame and fuel, understand about different zones of a flame, and gain knowledge about characteristics of an ideal fuel. So let us start the topic. In this topic, we are going to learn the keywords such as acid rain, calorific value, combustion, deforestation, explosion, flame, fire extinguisher, fuel, fuel efficiency, global warming, ideal fuel, ignition temperature, inflammable substances, etc. And in the side you can see the different zones of a candle flame, about which we are going to learn later. Hello students, observe the two pictures and choose what are the two things produced when candle is burnt. Is it heat, light or water? So we all know heat and light is given out in a candle. So today we are going to learn about heat and light produced by burning a substance. Introduction. What are fuels? The substances which provide heat and light are called fuels. We use different kinds of fuel for various purposes at home, in industry and for running automobiles. Can you name a few fuel used in our homes? Think and give answers. Yes, it is LPG, kerosene, etc. Now, name a few fuels used in trade and industry. What fuels are used for running automobiles? Answer is petrol, diesel and CNG. List will contain fuels like cow dung, wood, coal, charcoal, petrol, diesel, compressed natural gas, CNG, etc. Now, all of you are familiar with the burning of a candle. So, what is the difference between the burning of a candle and the burning of a fuel like coal? I hope everyone know what is a coal, because in our last chapter we have learnt about coal and petroleum. So, it is a fossil fuel. Next, maybe you were able to guess it right. Candle burns with a flame, whereas coal does not. Similarly, you will find many other materials burning without a flame. So, let us study the chemical processes of burning and the types of flame produced during this process. First of all, let us understand what is meant by combustion. Recall the activity of burning of magnesium ribbon performed in class 7, and also we have done this activity in class 8. Already I have shown you. We learned that magnesium burns to form magnesium oxide and produces heat and light. In this figure, you can see how much light is produced and also heat is formed. Burning of magnesium ribbon. I hope you remember now. We have done this experiment showing burning of magnesium ribbon. Here in my hand, magnesium ribbon is there. This is a candle which we have to burn, and we can see the dazzling white light of magnesium ribbon. This is the equation. 2 Mg plus O2 gives 2 MgO. Magnesium reacts with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. Now, we can perform one more activity with a piece of charcoal. Hold the piece of a charcoal with a pair of tongs and bring it near the flame of a candle or a Bunsen burner. What do you observe? We find that charcoal burns in air. We know that coal too burns in air, producing carbon dioxide, heat and light. Combustion, a chemical process in which a substance reacts with oxygen to give off heat, is called combustion. The substance that undergoes combustion is said to be combustible. It is also called a fuel. The fuel may be solid, liquid or gas. Sometimes light is also given off during combustion, either as a flame or as a glow. We can see the flame glowing. In the reactions mentioned above, magnesium and charcoal are combustible substances, the substances which catches fire easily. I hope you remember these two characters. Bujo, he is asking, we were told that food is a fuel for our body. So let us see what Paheli says. Rightly so. In our body, food is broken down by reaction with oxygen and heat is produced. We have learned that in class 7, Nutrition in Animals. Now let us recall once again what is meant by combustion. A chemical process in which a substance reacts with the oxygen of air to give heat and light is called combustion. What is necessary? Oxygen is necessary for combustion to take place. Example is respiration. It is a kind of slow combustion of food which takes place in the body to produce energy because the food digests very slowly. Rusting of iron is also an example of slow combustion. It also takes a long time. There are two types of substances, combustible substance and non-combustible substances. Here you can see one more activity which you can also do after I explain this. So activity is based on combustible and non-combustible substances. Here what are the things needed? Collect some materials like straw, matchstick, kerosene oil, paper, iron, nails, stone pieces, glass, etc. But you should do the experiment under the supervision of your parents. Next, try to burn each of these materials one by one. If combustion takes place, mark the material combustible, otherwise mark it as non-combustible. I request once again, if you are capable of doing, then only do this experiment, otherwise don't take risk because playing with fire is not advisable. So here is the table which you have to complete. Combustible and non-combustible substances. Materials, you can take wood, paper, iron, nails, kerosene oil, stone pieces, straw, charcoal, matchsticks and glass. And if it is burning, you keep under combustible. If it is not burning, keep under non-combustible. Similarly, you do for all the things, all the materials. Now, what do you mean by combustible substances? Those substances which burn are called combustible substances. Examples are paper, petrol, kerosene, wood, coal, cow dung, cakes, diesel, charcoal, etc. Here you can see substances which catches fire will burn with heat and light. Here it does not catch fire. Now next let us see what do you mean by non-combustible substances. Those substances which do not burn are called non-combustible substances. Examples are stone, glass, cement, bricks, soil, sand, water, iron nails, copper, asbestos, sheet, etc. It is used for covering roof of the houses. It is a temporary method. Here is the picture. Here it is burning into ash. Now what are the conditions necessary for combustion? So there are three conditions which are needed for combustion to take place. First one is presence of the combustible substances. What do you mean by combustible substance? A substance which can burn. Then we also need presence of a supporter of combustion, that is oxygen. Next, air is needed. Third one is heating the combustible substance to its ignition temperature. About ignition temperature I will be explaining later. Now, here is the observation table for the activity. After doing the activity, we come to conclusion that wood is a combustible substance. Paper is a combustible substance. Iron nails are non-combustible substances. Kerosene oil is a combustible substance. Stone piece is non-combustible substance. Straw is combustible substance. Charcoal is combustible substance. Matchstick is combustible substance. And finally glass is non-combustible substance. So like this you also try to do with some of the materials and see the observations yourself. Science is learning by doing. So do it and try to understand better.